One of the coolest things, and probably the thing that intrigues me the most about your gym, is you can shoot your bow there.
Yeah.
So like, bring your bow, right?
Yeah.
What's the policies with that? Is it only certain classes?
Yeah,
yeah.
So it's my backcountry class,
Okay.
and that's when we have all the hunters in there, and we're shooting 20 yards type of thing. And
yeah, there's some liability that comes with
100%.
that, right?
It's a high heart rate, and it's like if you haven't shot your bow, this is not the class for you to come in and just
you need
practice.
to be dialed in.
Yeah, this is not an archery range, right? We're taking a couple shots during a whole 90-minute workout, but we make those shots count, and so it's mainly about that strength and conditioning. But then we take it outside here starting next month all the way up to September at the Highlands Ranch Backcountry Range, and that's kind of our partner range.
I've heard a lot about that range. I've never been down there.
It's phenomenal.
Is it? Awesome.
It's basically a wildlife preserve. There's a herd of 200-300 resident elk that live there.
Really?
Turkeys, mountain lions, bears. Amazing place. That's where we do a lot of our trail running.
Is it a 3D course?
3D course as well as a static range. There's a private side where we run our 6-week boot camp, backcountry boot camp that starts late July and goes through August for 6 weeks, and we shoot out to 80 yards at that range, and that's a 50% strength and conditioning workout with a 50% shooting aspect to it as well. And so,
is it a private club or is it open to the general public?
It's open to general public. You can go buy a pass, but it is for Highlands Ranch residents more than not.
Gotcha.
But anybody can kind of buy a pass there, and they got an awesome 3D range, that kind of a 2.2 mile loop going through some elevation, 27 targets type of thing. And
that is so key, man. I think that's the biggest key, and I'm so fortunate to have that.
Yep.
We used to do it before all these 3D courses were around, and American Bowman's been around for a really long time. I've shot it as a kid at one point, but it was in a completely different location.
Yep.
But I think that's a huge component, is like shooting up and downhill, shooting across a valley or having tree branches in your way, having real life hunting scenarios, right? Is so key.
Static range only goes so far, right? I mean, it's so great for shooting.
It's good for reps.
Yeah,
right?
Reps, shooting mechanics, and it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Too, if you don't want to go get your
it's so addictive, man.
Yeah, I live 10 minutes from it, so it's so easy for me to drive over there and get up there, on a morning like this, and no one's at the range, and so.
That's badass. I want to come shoot it with you.
It's really awesome.
And then we'll have you up here. We'll go do something at American
that'd be great, because I've never been there. So
you haven't?
No.
Oh shit, we got to go.
I'd love to check it out.
What are you doing? If you're not checking out the Mountainside Podcast on YouTube, you absolutely should be. If you like the content that we create here and you want to help support the podcast, please take a moment, subscribe to us on YouTube, and hit that notification bell.